Hi, am I on the air?
Yep.
Fuck.
Thanks.
Do I have everybody's attention now? Do I have everybody's attention now?
Don, I got you.
Do I have everybody's
Sunday
attention
night.
now?
You put them cameras on me, then you must be willing to get that heart touch. This a must-see feeling. The news ain't good, then it must be villain. So I say a tag grounded, I don't trust these ceilings. Spread across your nose, and I'm on your ear. Highest necks on the cloud, hammer in the air. Sunday nights, prime time. I flex my better, Voltron transform to DX Don, Mega and Unseen. You probably think I'm nice, cause I slow like a stream to your wireless device, and the smoke full of steam on any given night. I'll short like a piece of any given slice. And for the latest and what is best about, I tune in and tune the rest out. Don, you gotta tell them, am I in the clear? Is this thing on? Am I on the air? On the air?
I'm back. What is up, everybody? How are you all doing? This is Am I on the Air? And I am your host, Don Mega. It is February 21st. It is that time once again. It is Season 12, Episode 3. Tonight's show is titled Breaking the Fourth Wall. And oh man, am I glad to be back, because it's been a long time coming. Tonight pretty much marks 3 weeks since you have had an episode of Am I on the Air. You have not had an episode in the entire month of February. That's how crazy this is. It is February the 21st, and we're broadcasting live here from the Red Dragons Radio Studios. It wasn't supposed to be this long, and I'm going to just be honest with everybody. It's been a hell of a week of technical difficulties. I tried to record this episode literally a week ago. Last Sunday was Valentine's Day, so I decided to skip February the 14th, and I recorded on February the 15th for the first run-through of this Breaking the Fourth Wall episode. I recorded the entire episode that night of February the 15th, only to not have anything there when I saved the file at the end. I was extremely pissed, as you could imagine, because there's nothing worse than spending a lot of your time putting together something with a lot of emotion, obviously running through weeks worth of facts and news and giving it your all, to only have nothing be there at the very end. So I was pissed, and then I came to find out that there was an issue with my laptop. So unfortunately I couldn't re-record the episode. I had pulled the guys together to do an Am I Still on the Air this past Wednesday, and we were going to do a Deadpool spoiler review. And everybody got together, and I was getting ready to record. And once again, my damn laptop flaked out. I couldn't get on Skype, and we weren't able to record once again. So it's been a ginormous pain in my ass this week with technology. My laptop crapped out. I didn't have a backup to use. My desktop had crapped out. It was like I had multiple computers at my disposal, and nothing would work. So I'm currently in the middle of trying to get my laptop fixed still, but I was able to get a backup here, and that's how I am here tonight to finally bring a new edition of Am I on the Air. And I really thank everybody for their patience, and I need to thank myself for my own patience, because I really wanted to snap my computer in half after the last episode did not work out. In that time, in the past month, ladies and gentlemen, there's been some other shows going on that I definitely want you guys, and hopefully you checked out during this downtime of the new Am I on the Air episode. We did do a new Red Dragons Assemble, So that is episode 11, and we debuted a brand new format that we used on the episode. We're trying to mix things up for the new year, and we're going to do things a little bit differently. So our new episode of Red Dragons Assemble was a different take on how we normally do the show, and I thought it came out really, really well. So definitely check out Red Dragons Assemble. That is the really cool roundtable discussion show we do once a month with my boys Geeky Pat and Peeps. So if you haven't listened to it, go to reddragonsradio.com, check out the latest Red Dragons Assemble. Of course, we've had the Am I Still on the Air, talking about all our most anticipated films. I want to apologize, honestly, for the quality of the last Am I on the Air. I don't know what happened, to be honest. I was recording in a different spot, and for some reason it came out very echoey, like I was recording in a tunnel. And I know Peeps likes to keep giving me shit for it, as he said I was recording inside a soda can, and I can't blame him. It's definitely what it sounded like. And sometimes you don't realize what the issue is until you've finished recording, and that's what you gotta kind of deal with sometimes. So I know it was a pain in the ass to listen to. I don't blame you if you only got a couple minutes into the episode and decided to turn it off, because I know my downloads are representing that many people didn't finish the episode. But hopefully this will be better. We got a lot to talk about because, it was a chock full episode when I did this a week ago. Now I have another week's worth of news to stack on top of things. I also want to say, check out the latest episode of Welcome to Banshee. Yes, that is another spin-off project that I do. Welcome to Banshee is a podcast that's all about the best show on television. Of course, that is Banshee on the Cinemax channel. So, we actually literally just put this episode out last night. It is the Season 2 recap and review show. So we break down the entire Season 2. Yes, there is spoilers, but we talk all about Season 2 of Banshee. A lot of people have been really tweeting us in the last week saying, when's that Season 2 coming? When's that Season 2 coming? So we wanted to get it together and put it out for you guys, and we did that. So definitely go check that out, because that's hot off the presses as of right now. The Welcome to Banshee Season 2 episode. It is available on reddragonsradio.com and iTunes, so check that out as well. I feel like I'm missing something, but we done Red Dragons Assemble. We do Welcome to Banshee. Yeah, so that is that. And I got 2 movie reviews for you. One, of course, the number 1 movie 2 weeks in a row. I'm talking Deadpool, baby. And the other one is Zoolander 2. I'm going to bust out the magnum on you for that one. So let's get into it. So let's start right off with Deadpool. Deadpool, of course, massive movie. I mean, we got the whole crew together. The Red Dragons assembled to the IMAX showing opening night, and we checked out Deadpool, and we all absolutely loved it. It was so awesome. I mean, just so awesome. I could not believe just how well they pulled this movie off. Ryan Reynolds was born to play this role. It's so smart. It's so witty. It has great action. It's violent. It really takes everything that you were expecting from that R rating and just puts it all together in a nice bow. And I just absolutely was floored by the film. So much so that I went literally like 12 hours later and I watched it again on Saturday morning. Me and the wife actually had an opportunity to go see a film, and she was like, would you care to see Deadpool again? I said, oh hell no, let's go do that. So we watched Deadpool again. And like I said, I won't get into spoilers. You should know the basis of the story, which of course is Deadpool's real name is Wade Wilson. He's a former mercenary. He's kind of just doing jobs on the side for money, and then he ends up getting diagnosed with cancer. And these guys promise him, hey, if you come be a part of our experimental program, we can cure the cancer. You can live a happy life. Blah 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 blah. He does. He gets disfigured. He becomes Deadpool, and all hell breaks loose. Everybody and their mother's going to see this film. It is the biggest R-rated opening of all time. It had the biggest February opening of all time. It is one of the biggest Marvel openings of all time. And actually, as of today, it became the highest grossing X-Men film of all time. Yes, it's beaten out all 7 other X-Men films, including the Wolverines, and literally Deadpool did it in 10 days. That is massively impressive. So my hat is off to everybody at Deadpool, Ryan Reynolds, Tim Miller, Rob Liefeld. I mean, the whole crew just, and it made my day because I tweeted how much I love this movie, and the creator of Deadpool, Rob Liefeld himself, tweeted me back and said thank you so much, which really made my week. So, but yeah, Deadpool is a 5 out of 5 stars, no doubt about it. So good. Definitely go out and check it if you haven't seen it. I wouldn't even mind to go see it a third time. It is that great. It's gonna be it's the first superhero movie out the gate in a year full of superhero movies, so it's gonna be very interesting to see how the other ones stack up. My second movie is Zoolander 2. This, of course, the long-awaited sequel to the hilarious Ben Stiller comedy, Owen Wilson, Zoolander film. I love Zoolander, the first one. So hilarious. Will Ferrell as Mugatu. Just, it was brilliant at the time. So I was very excited, man. When I've been excited since they announced the sequel, and I just couldn't wait to see this one. And me and Geeky Pat and my brother-in-law, we went and saw this a couple nights ago. And I was disappointed, to be honest with you. I'm borderline wanting to tell you that it sucked. And that pains me to say because of how much I love Zoolander. I don't know if it's just, a lot of people say like, oh, it's too late. You did a movie 15, 20 years ago. It's too late for a sequel. And I don't quite agree with that because any movie can be good at any point. I don't think that time has much to do with it. But for as funny as the original Zoolander was, the sequel really just goes off the rails and really takes a storyline that is completely ridiculous and really makes these characters that were lovingly stupid in the original and just makes them full-blown idiotic in this film. And it just doesn't work. Like, honestly, I'm watching this film and I felt embarrassed for Ben Stiller and Owen Wilson. Like, truly embarrassed. Like, man, look at what they've resorted to. I laughed my ass off from start to finish in the original Zoolander film, and I maybe laughed 5 times in the entire Zoolander 2 movie. Excuse me. And most of the stuff that I laughed at was the stuff that you've seen in the trailers. So, overall, it was nostalgic in a way. It had a lot of really cool cameos. But when everything was said and done, this was a massive disappointment for me. And I hate to say that. But in the end result, Zoolander 2 gets 2 out of 5 stars. It was just okay. And borderline suck. So, very sad. I was very, very bummed. It's kind of sad that going into a comedy like Zoolander, Deadpool was 15 times funnier than the actual comedy film. So that's excuse me. That's pretty bad when it all comes down to it, and it really pains me that that's what we got after waiting all of these years for a sequel. So there you go, baby. Deadpool 5 out of 5 and Zoolander 2 out of 5. I'm not quite sure if we're going to be able to pull off the Am I Still in the Air Deadpool review. I hope to be able to get the guys together and get that done. Now that I have a backup laptop, we'll discuss it and we'll talk about it. So keep an eye out for it. We'll definitely promote it if that's something that we can get done, okay? So definitely keep your eye out for that, because I would love to do it. There's a lot of fun stuff to talk about, especially in a spoiler-filled thing. But now that we've, hit the point where the film's been out for a couple weeks, I just hope that, you guys are still interested to listen to a spoiler review. So we'll get to it when we get to it, and hopefully it'll work out for everybody. So now strap yourself in and bear on with me as we go through 3 weeks worth of entertainment news. I will try to blaze through this as quickly as possible because, for one, I've already gone all through this about a week ago and it didn't record, so I'm a little burnt out myself. Plus, I don't want to make this a 2-hour podcast, so I'm going to go ahead and just blaze through a lot of this stuff here. So first up, we know we got the new Prometheus sequel / Alien prequel coming out called Alien Covenant. And one of the few survivors that was left over at the end of of Prometheus was Noomi Rapace's character. And it's been confirmed that she's actually not returning for the new Alien Covenant film. Which is kind of different than what we originally were told, because it was her and Michael Fassbender at the end of Prometheus, and they were supposed to both return for this sequel. And now they're just saying Michael Fassbender. So, it looks like Noomi Rapace, they're saying, is not going to be returning. And that's directly from the director himself, Ridley Scott. So, very interesting there. Gwendolyn Christie, who played Captain Phasma in Star Wars The Force Awakens, says that she will be back for Star Wars Episode 8. So that is pretty cool there. I know that was a big discussion around a lot of people was, was at the end of Captain Phasma, were we going to see, her character return, or is she gone? And I always assumed we'd see her again, but a lot of people thought that she was dead or she was gone. So it's cool to get confirmation that she will definitely be back in Episode 8. I do want to shout out a new television show. We did talk about this on the new Red Dragons Assemble, but if you didn't listen, I really want to shout out Lucifer. It's on Fox, and it's been on now for about a month, and it's excellent. Every episode has been great. The guy that plays Lucifer is outstanding. This, of course, is based on a DC Vertigo comic, and it's a great show, and I think you'd really like it. And it's available on Fox, it's available on Hulu, so definitely check out Lucifer if you get a chance. And if you have Amazon Prime, check out the show Mad Dogs. That's another one that I binge watched a couple weeks ago, and it was fantastic. So if you want to hear me talk a little bit more about these, check out the new Red Dragons Assemble. I won't spend a lot of time on them here, but I definitely want to shout them out and let you know if you're looking for something to binge and watch. Check out Lucifer and Mad Dogs. Keira Knightley is going to headline a new biopic film called Colette. This one here is some really cool news. I know my boy Peeps is going to be looking forward to this. Director Taika Waititi, who is going to be doing Thor Ragnarok, is teasing that they've been having a lot of discussions between himself and his team and Marvel with trying to push that Hulk will talk. This is something that a lot of people have been wanting and asking for a long time. I mean, I think the only thing we've heard this Hulk say in all the films is Hulk smash, or, puny god. And I know my boy Peeps over at the People's Forum, he's always been like, man, Hulk should talk more, Hulk should do more. And it looks like this is the direction they're heading. I think he's going to actually do more talking in Ragnarok, and then that eventually will lead into more in future films. So I am really digging that news. In rumor news, it looks like Star Wars The Force Awakens might be hitting Blu-ray and DVD in early April. Nothing confirmed there, but that is a rumor, so definitely look for it on the flip side. Amazon is going to be producing 4 live-action American Girl specials. Yeah, you know about those dolls, American Girl dolls? Okay. What else? So You Think You Can Dance has been renewed for another season, and the next season is going to feature younger contestants. Louis C.K. has a new online series that he released, and it's with Steve Buscemi that you can now check out. DirecTV is going to launch the Lance Armstrong biopic film called The Program. This looks really, really good, to be honest. I want to see The Program. So if you have DirecTV, it looks like you'll get first dibs on this pretty cool film here. Netflix is going to be giving comedians free reign in a new zany sketch comedy series called The Characters. I saw something crazy the other day. This is something about Netflix is going to be putting in like $8 billion into exclusive new programming in the next couple years. That's crazy to me. I mean, but you know what? Netflix is killing it right now with the TV shows. So, hey, it's obviously turning them a profit at some point. And they get more people to sign up with new and original content, right? So, let's do it. CBS has officially ordered a Training Day pilot, yes, based on the Denzel Washington, Ethan Hawke movie of the same name, Training Day. This will take place, several years later. And they are even in negotiations to try to get Ethan Hawke to return and reprise his role. So I like that, and I can definitely dig that. I love Training Day. And I'm kind of like about a TV show, but if they can get Ethan Hawke to return and kind of keep that kind of going, I could really, really dig that. So, looking forward to that. NBC has renewed Law and Order SVU, and Chicago Med. Tony Award winner Annalise Ashford has joined the Rocky Horror Picture Show that will air on Fox later this year. Let's see here. Sorry, I'm just kind of skipping through some stuff that we don't need to talk about anymore. If it's old hat, I'm just going to scratch it off the list. So just bear with me here. We got an Everything Wrong With, which is going to be doing Warm Bodies. Everything Wrong With Warm Bodies in 17 minutes or less. We have the new trailer for the film The Green Room, starring Patrick Stewart. This movie looks crazy. If you want to see Patrick Stewart do something unique and totally different, check out the trailer for The Green Room. We have the Honest trailer for Spectre, which totally nails my exact feelings for this film. It talks about how, there's not much going on in this film, and Daniel Craig sleepwalks through it, and how it's just kind of blah. It really, really nails it. I was watching this, and I was like, wow, it's like I wrote the script to this, to this trailer. So, I am very, very happy with the Honest trailer for Spectre. Naomi Watts is reportedly joining Showtime's Twin Peaks revival, so they're looking to do that there. They're showing I got the TV on right now, and they're showing a teaser trailer for the new season of Banshee right now, season 4, which starts on April 1st. Oh man, I haven't seen this trailer before. It looks awesome. So I'm a little distracted. Hold on 1 second. Oh man. Oh shit. There's a lot going on right now. This is going to be a crazy ass season, man. It is the final season, 4th and final season, and it's looking like all hell is breaking loose. Damn, I need to watch this back with the audio, because that was a hell of a trailer. Banshee, baby. Oh, yeah. Welcome to Banshee. Follow on Twitter at Welcome to Banshee. The number 2, by the way. Okay, let me get back to basics here now that commercial's off. Sorry, I got really sidetracked by that because that looked awesome. So yeah, Naomi Watts joining Twin Peaks. There's going to be a new Lego Star Wars The Force Awakens coming out in June, because we need a Lego thing for everything. Guardians of the Galaxy 2 officially now filming. The film comes out next year, but they're filming now. We saw a little teaser snap photo that we put up on our Instagram page, and you see little baby Groot. It's awesome, and I can't wait to see more on Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Tom Sizemore has also been added to the Twin Peaks revival. Suicide Squad actor Joel Kinnaman has joined House of Cards in their new season, so that's pretty cool there. In some really weird casting news, I was really shocked by this when I first read it. Not that I didn't like it, I do actually like it, but I just never imagined this. Elizabeth Banks is set to play the villain Rita Repulsa in the new Power Rangers reboot. So there's a new Power Rangers movie coming out next year. She's going to be the villain, Elizabeth Banks. So that is very, very interesting. I think she'll do great. I just never in a million years expected her to be Rita Repulsa. So, more power to them, man. I hope we see some other really cool casting come out of the Power Rangers movie. Michael Pena is going to lead a new action thriller called The Worker. Director Josh Boone, who was going to direct The Stand for Stephen King's adaptation, has delayed The Stand and says that he will now adapt Stephen King's other book, Revival. So, kind of weird that he jumped off of one Stephen King thing to do another Stephen King thing. So, very interesting there. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson confirms his 2016 shooting schedule. He basically talks about how he's filming Ballers Season 2 over on HBO right now. When he's done with that, he's going to start filming the Baywatch movie. And then he's going to be doing Fast and Furious 8. And then he's going to be doing the Rampage movie based on the video game. So his year is chock full. And I have a couple other projects that Rock's going to be doing later in the show when we get to those notes. So I'll keep you in suspense on that one. But man, The Rock, he continues to not sleep and continue to put out more and more stuff. I swear this guy has figured out how to clone himself, because I just don't know how he gets this much done. Rooney Mara is in talks to play Mary Magdalene. NBC has ordered a Cruel Intentions sequel, because why not? Everything's about putting TV shows or movies into TV shows many, many years after they were movies. So we just talked about Training Day, now we got Cruel Intentions, and there's more in the works as well. There's going to be a MacGyver reboot on television, as well as they're trying to put together a MacGyver movie also. So I don't know why all of a sudden MacGyver is like the super hotness going on. It's like I haven't heard anybody talk about MacGyver, and now all of a sudden it's getting a TV show. They're going to make a movie. I'm like, enough with the MacGyver already, man. Like, we don't need all of this MacGyverness. Seth Rogen, Zach Galifianakis, and Bill Hader are going to star in a new movie called The Something. And I really like the sounds of this, man. That is a hell of a trio right there. Seth Rogen, Zach Galifianakis, and Bill Hader. I love it. And I will be there just based solely alone on these three guys being attached to this. And it's the guys that wrote 22 Jump Street helped write this. So that makes it even better. Rise of the Planet of the Apes director Rupert Wyatt is going to be directing Fox's pilot to their TV version of The Exorcist. So that'd be pretty cool. I love when they get really big directors to do pilots of TV shows. So I like that a lot. We got some new photos from the Ghostbusters movie you can check out. Vin Diesel has released the release dates for Fast and Furious 9 and 10. We already knew that we were getting number 8, and he made it official that number 9 and number 10 are coming as well, for them to wrap up the saga, as they call it. 2 decades, 10 films, 1 saga. Fast and Furious 8 will be released on April 14th, 2017. Then Fast and Furious 9 will come out April 19th, 2019. And Fast and Furious 10, supposedly the final one, will be released on April 2nd, 2021. So we are all planned out for the next, every 2 years, we'll have another Fast and Furious movie. And Fast and Furious 10 wrapping up 2 decades worth of Fast and Furious movies. It'll be 20 years after the first Fast and Furious film when we get Fast and Furious 10. So craziness right there, but awesome. I love the Fast and Furious movies, and I know a lot of you guys do too. We did an episode way back in the day. It was an Am I Still in the Air, where we talked about the entire Fast and Furious saga, me and Geeky Pat, and that is one of the highest downloaded, listened to episodes of Am I on the Air that we've ever had. So, I'm glad everybody checked that out when it came out. And if you didn't listen and you want to, go back and look for it. It's Am I Still in the Air? I think it came out around, God, I don't know, probably a year ago at this point. But it's on there, man. Just look for it in our feed, and you can listen to that Fast and Furious, the complete saga. We have the trailer for Miles Ahead, which is the Miles Davis biopic film starring Don Cheadle. You can see the trailer for Me Before You, starring Emilia Clarke and Sam Claflin. We have the trailer for Get a Job, starring Anna Kendrick, Miles Taylor, Bryan Cranston. There is a reboot coming of Kickboxer, and they've titled it Kickboxer Vengeance, and it even has Jean-Claude Van Damme returning. He's not playing his same character, but he's in the mentor type role. And they're so happy with how Kickboxer Vengeance came out that they're doing a sequel already. They're putting it into production right away. It's going to be called Kickboxer Retaliation, and the villain in the film is going to be the guy, the Mountain from Game of Thrones. So, sounds pretty cool. So it's kind of crazy because I haven't even seen a trailer for Kickboxer Vengeance, and they're already moving forward with the sequel. In some news I am super excited about, if you're a fan of Flash and Arrow and you love that universe, the Flash is going to be officially crossing over with Supergirl. This is a crossover that I've been wanting to happen since Supergirl came on TV earlier in 2015. It's officially happening. It'll be at the end of March, and it will be Flash going over into Supergirl's world. He'll be coming to National City. So I'm super excited about this. I'm a big fan of the Supergirl TV show. I know a lot of people, don't watch it, that watch the other shows, and you really should. And maybe this will give people, more of, a push to watch Supergirl. It's a fun show, and I always said Supergirl has a very Flash-like tone. So it makes a lot of sense that Flash is going to cross over. Obviously, I feel like he's going to kind of cross dimension. We know Flash travels in between worlds at this point, and I think that, Supergirl obviously takes place on another Earth. Maybe it'll be Earth 3 or something they'll figure out. They even did a little tease where on one of the last episodes of Flash, Barry was traveling through one of the portals between the worlds, and when he was running through it, it's showing glimpses of stuff, and it showed Supergirl flying around. So I like that they did like the little tease to it. But I'm super excited, and it will air at the end of March. So look out for that. Flash coming to National City on Supergirl. Harold Zwart is going to direct Keanu Reeves in a new action vehicle rally car. So that'll be interesting. Plus, we know he's still filming John Wick 2 right now, which is what we're super excited about. I'll have some news on that coming up later. Sci-Fi orders a Matt Damon and Ben Affleck produced show called Incorporated. Christina Milian is going to play Magenta in the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Excuse me, I'm going to take a drink. I was never into the Rocky Horror Picture Show, so that one doesn't do much for me. I did, however, see the Book of Mormon a couple nights ago, live here in Tucson, and it was really, really good. You could totally tell the South Park guys had their hands all over that. So, very good stuff. Bryan Singer is looking to start filming 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea later this fall. Steven Soderbergh may come out of retirement to direct Matt Damon and Channing Tatum in a new film. The TV show Manhattan, which airs on the WGN America channel, has been canceled after 2 seasons. I don't know anybody that watched it, but if you did, I'm sorry. Big Bang Theory has landed original Batman star Adam West for their 200th episode, so that'll be cool. Grand Theft Auto 5 has now officially sold over 60 million copies in its lifetime. Miley Cyrus reveals that she'll be a key advisor on The Voice. Batman v Superman characters make their soda debut on Dr. Pepper cans. And I know my boy Friggins tweeted us a picture earlier today of his Batman Dr. Pepper can. So yes, it has happened already. We have a full listing of all the shows that have been renewed or canceled so far, so you can definitely check that out. The People vs. O.J. Simpson has premiered, and it is breaking all kinds of all kinds of FX viewership records. It's doing really, really well, and I like it. We've watched the first couple episodes, and they're doing a pretty spot-on, really good retelling of the whole O.J. Simpson case, so very cool there. Jessica Chastain is going to star in a new Sitting Bull drama called Woman Walks Ahead. Kevin James' new espionage comedy over on Netflix has added Andy Garcia and Rob Riggle to the cast. I like the additions of this. I am looking really forward to this Kevin James Netflix show. I'm a big Kevin James fan. And Rob Riggle, anytime you add him to anything, it is a win-win. The dude is so funny. Matt LeBlanc has been announced as one of the new hosts of BBC's Top Gear. We have everything wrong with the new Fantastic Four in 17 minutes or less, so great stuff there. Wayward Pines, which was a pretty cool show over last summer that was executive produced by M. Night Shyamalan. Pretty unique, kind of weird show. It got renewed for a second season, and they've just announced that Jason Patric will star as the lead in the upcoming season 2. Craig Robinson is going to be hosting a new show on Spike TV, which will be a hybrid of Lip Sync Battle and Carpool Karaoke. For those of you that don't know what Carpool Karaoke is, that's the James Corden from the Late Late Show. He does a little segment called Carpool Karaoke where he takes a celebrity and they drive around and just kind of karaoke songs while they're in the car. So it has like that lip sync battle type vibe, and so why not Spike TV? Let's make another show out of it. And hey, Craig Robinson's a great host to have, so let's do it. Tony Shalhoub has joined the cast of the upcoming new show Braindead over on CBS. Jonas Cuarón is going to write and direct a new Zorro movie simply titled Z. Now, Jonas Cuarón is Alfonso Cuarón's brother. Alfonso Cuarón did Gravity, and he did such an amazing job with that, won an Oscar and everything. So, looking forward to see what his brother does here with Z, which is supposed to be a futuristic take on the Zorro theme. Dan Stevens, Aubrey Plaza, and Gene Smart cast in FX's X-Men spinoff called Legion. So that'll be pretty cool. Dan Stevens is set to play Mr. Legion there himself, Charles Xavier's crazy son. I'm interested to see what they do with this show. We do know that it has no connection to the X-Men cinematic universe, but I'd be curious to see what all they're going to do with this from a TV standpoint. But it's a good cast to get things going. The new TV show Colony, which airs on the USA Network, that's been renewed for a second season. Singer Seal has been cast as Pontius Pilate in Fox's new The Passion Live. Fox is going to be launching a new late-night SNL rival, which is going to be like a sketch comedy show, but done with all women, and it's going to be executive produced by the Lonely Island, Andy Samberg's comedy troupe there, so that'll be interesting. Triple X3, The Return of Xander Cage, is officially filming now, and we got some set photos there. Party Over Here is the official name of that Fox sketch show done by the Lonely Island, Party Over Here. James Franco is going to direct the stripper tale Zola Tells All. Netflix has ordered a comedy based on Sophia Amoruso's bestseller Girl Boss. They've ordered it to go straight to series. Michael Pitt will play the Laughing Man in the upcoming Ghost in the Shell movie. Ben Stiller set the world record for the longest selfie stick at the Zoolander 2 premiere. So that's pretty damn funny. And the picture that he took with it's even funnier because it's so high up that you're like, damn, he took that on a selfie stick. That's pretty crazy right there. Ryan Reynolds says that he doesn't want to resurrect Green Lantern like he did with Deadpool. He says, He's made his mistakes, he's learned from his mistakes, and the only comic book character he ever wants to play for the rest of his life is Deadpool. He says, he can leave Green Lantern to somebody else to juggle. Orange is the New Black has been renewed for 3 more seasons over on Netflix, so yeah, get ready because this show is not going anywhere. Gary Oldman joins Gerard Butler in the new submarine thriller called Hunter Killer. Star Wars The Force Awakens has crossed the $2 billion mark. It is not going to catch Titanic or Avatar at this point, but it did cross $2 billion. It is the 3rd biggest movie of all time, which is just insane. Rosamund Pike is circling the lead role in Mike Newell's Guernsey's new show called Guernsey. 50 Shades Darker has cast Bella Heathcote to play Christian Grey's ex-girlfriend. Ooh. So hot, so spicy. Channing Tatum and Joseph Gordon-Levitt are going to co-star in a new musical comedy. That's right. I'm not making this up. A musical comedy starring Channing Tatum and Joseph Gordon-Levitt. So, pretty cool there. I'd be curious to see what they do with this. In my mind, I feel like it's going to be this big rated R movie, and it's going to be crazy. But who knows where they're going with this, being a musical comedy. So, I don't know much else about it. But it's a good cast. It's a good starting point. So, why not, right? Last Man on Earth, one of the funniest comedies on television right now. It is returning on the Fox channel very, very soon. It's going to be kicking back off with new episodes on March 6th. So look for that. Last Man on Earth, March 6th on Fox. I'm excited. I can't wait to see it. Ethan Hawke will headline a new undead assassin thriller called 24 Hours to Live. Batman v Superman sets the same release date for China, so they can try to target a massive worldwide opening. Very smart on them. China is that big market that somehow gets skipped sometimes when movies are getting released, and it's very smart for them to try to release on there so that when they get that big opening weekend, they can include China and maybe try to break some records there. So, good move. Jennifer Lopez's new cop show, Shades of Blue, has been doing really well, and it's just been renewed for a 2nd season, so congratulations to J-Lo. We have the new 2nd trailer for Demolition, starring Jake Gyllenhaal. Maggie Q, Natasha Elhone, Cal Penn, Italia Ricci are all going to co-star in a new ABC Kiefer Sutherland drama. So that's pretty cool. That's a great little cast right there. I love me some Maggie Q. Let's do it. CBS orders a new medical drama from Ridley Scott. We have the complete winners list for the NAACP Image Awards. You can check that out. CBS orders a new medical drama pilot called Sensory from director Ridley Scott. So that's it. That's interesting. I didn't really expect that to come from Ridley Scott, but there you go. Sorry, once again, I'm just skipping through some stuff that's not even relevant anymore at this point. It's what happens when you wait 3 weeks to get this stuff done. We, of course, have posted all the big Super Bowl spots, which, of course, happened a couple weeks ago at this point, so I'm sure you've seen them all by now. I won't bother going through all of them, but they're all on our Twitter and our Facebook page if you want to scroll through looking for them. We talk a lot about them on the new Red Dragons Assemble episode. So once again, check that out, reddragonsradio.com. This next season of The Good Wife has been officially confirmed as the final season. We have the new trailer for Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates, which looks really damn funny, so I'm looking forward to that. We have the first Green Band trailer for Keanu, starring Key and Peele. I think this trailer looks awesome. We have a Green Band and a Red Band trailer up, and the Red Band is hilarious, so definitely check that. I can't wait to go see Keanu. We have a trailer up for The Lobster. Yeah, starring Colin Farrell. Looks really weird. Um, we have the new Jungle Book trailer, which looks phenomenal, so definitely check that out. Let's see here. The Sci-Fi Channel has renewed The Magicians for a second season. We have the teaser trailer for the second season of Fear the Walking Dead. You can get a first look at Gotham's Dr. Hugo Strange, which he looks awesome, man. I mean, he really does look kind of straight out the comic book on this. So, very, very cool. Goldie Hawn is in talks to play Amy Schumer's mother in an upcoming comedy. I can see that. I can totally see Goldie Hawn being Amy Schumer's mom. So, very, very cool. The People vs. O.J. Simpson. The ratings, I said they were already smashing records, and the ratings went up even higher as the show hit 12 million viewers once they added in the DVR numbers. So, craziness. Ariel Kebbel signs on for 50 Shades Freed. She's hot, so cool. Let's see here. She's going to be playing Gia Mateo. Julie Delphi joins J.K. Simmons in his new movie, The Bachelor. Netflix is going to be doing a new Voltron TV show. It'll be animated. It's called Voltron Legendary Defender, and that'll be coming very soon. I'll definitely check it out. I love me some Voltron, and Voltron had a nice little shout out in Deadpool, by the way. But this is something that I've been wanting to see a movie made out of for a long time. So hopefully, if you guys make this Netflix show very successful, we can see a damn Voltron movie. Pierce Brosnan is going to reteam with Martin Campbell for Across the River and Into the Trees. The Super Bowl 50 was the third most watched program in television history. There's a new sci-fi movie called Intelligent Life that may team up Lupita Nyong'o with director Ava DuVernay. So that'd be a cool pairing right there. Matt Damon says that Jason Bourne's identity journey will conclude in the new film. We've seen just a little teaser spot for the new Jason Bourne movie, which is just simply titled Jason Bourne. That was one of the Super Bowl trailers, and it looked really, really cool. So, looking forward to that. CBS has canceled Angel from Hell. Glad I never tried to get into that, because that did not last very long at all. Matt LeBlanc is coming back again. He's got a new sitcom pilot called I'm Not Your Friend, which has gotten a series commitment from CBS. So with a series commitment, it means basically like he's going to do this pilot, and whether or not they pick it up for a new season, he gets paid either way. So he'll get that money, yeah. What I find hilarious about this show is that it's called I'm Not Your Friend, when this comes from the guy that was on one of the most successful comedies of all time, titled Friends. So it almost feels like it's a spin-off show. I'm like, is he playing Joey again? Robert Schwentke has officially dropped out as director for the final Divergent film called Ascendant. Basically it just comes down to this dude being burnt out on doing Divergent stuff. He's just tired of it. He's like, I just did 2 movies back to back. I really don't want to just start filming another one. I need some time off, so I gotta take a break. So he's dropped out of that. Will Smith's new movie Collateral Beauty has been moved up to Rogue One's release date. So it's going to be coming out in December and matching up with Rogue One. which I think is fine. It's probably going to be good counter programming for what Rogue One's going to be pulling in. Let's see here. Mozart in the Jungle has been renewed for a third season over on Amazon. We have Everything Wrong with Paper Towns in 15 minutes or less. Jackie Earle Haley has landed the villain role in AMC's Preacher, so that's pretty cool. He'll play a great villain. Dude's awesome for that. Big Star Trek news. We talked about it on another episode that there's a new Star Trek show that's going to be coming, and they've announced that Brian Fuller is going to be coming on to be the new showrunner for the new Star Trek series. And he's definitely familiar with the Star Trek stuff. He did Voyager and Deep Space Nine, if I'm not mistaken. And he just recently did Hannibal, which everybody loved. And so it's big news, man, for all the Star Trek fans out there. So Geeky Pat, I hope you like it. Brian Fuller is returning. Keira Knightley has joined the new Will Smith movie Collateral Beauty, which we just talked about. Steven Spielberg's Ready Player One has been moved from 2017 to 2018. They decided to move it because it was going to come out when Star Wars came out, when Star Wars Episode 8 was hitting. And of course, of course, even Steven Spielberg was like, oh, hell to the no, we're getting the hell off that release date. So he's like, nope. I don't blame him. Nobody wants to open against Star Wars. 20th Century Fox is adapting a new horror comic called The Empty Man for the big screen. I wonder if Friggins knows anything about this one here. I'd be curious to know some more about The Empty Man. The CW's Riverdale has casted Jughead Jones and Betty. It's good to see this show kind of moving forward. I was a big Archie fan as a kid, and I like that they're doing this new show that's kind of got like a spiritual, kind of creepy vibe behind the town. It'll be cool to see what they officially end up doing on this Riverdale show. The White Queen sequel, which is titled The White Princess, is coming to the Starz channel. Josh Gad is going to star in a new weight loss comedy called Heavy Duty. Amy Schumer is set to play a serious role in the new PTSD drama called Thank You for Your Service. I'm really liking this rumor right here. It looks like Charlize Theron is being eyed to be the lead villain in the upcoming Fast and Furious 8. So I like it. Charlize Theron is awesome. We know she can drive a damn car after we watch Mad Max Fury Road, right? She's great, and I think she'd be a really cool villain. It's about time we do a female villain in the Fast and Furious movies. So we've heard nothing new on this in a couple weeks, but I really like the sounds of this, and I hope that she does it. So we'll keep our eyes out and keep you posted on Charlize Theron joining Fast and Furious 8. Deadpool 2 has officially been greenlit, so they're going to be working on that sequel. Yeah, buddy. I'm so happy for it and its success. Johnny Depp has officially joined Universal Pictures' new monster multi-universe. Remember they're trying to do a shared universe with all their monsters. And, we got Dracula and we got The Mummy coming starring Tom Cruise. And now they've signed Johnny Depp, who is going to be playing the Invisible Man. So that'll be interesting. I'm pretty down for that. We have the first official trailer for Fuller House, which is coming out on Netflix, I think, this week. So you can look for that. Natalie Portman and Nicholas Hoult have been cast in the new film The Death and Life of John F. Donovan. We have the Honest trailer for Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. I love that movie too, by the way. It's such a great movie. So definitely check that out. Let's see here. Courtney Cox has landed a new pilot order over at Fox, so she's getting her turn at a new pilot. We have the first trailer for The Purge election year. definitely check this one out. I am a fan of the Purge movies. The first movie's good, kind of works on a different level. Purge 2, Anarchy. Excuse me, I'm so sorry that I keep yawning. It is already 11:30 at night, and I guess my body's already knowing I gotta work tomorrow, so it's kicking my ass right now, so I apologize. The Purge Anarchy is the second one, which is an amazing movie. It's super awesome, and it's really the best Punisher movie we've ever had. I joke and I laugh and I tell people all the time, if you watch that movie and just pretend that Frank Grillo's character is Frank Castle and pretend it's a Punisher movie, it really works. And people have done that, and they've told me, man, you nailed it on that one. And the cool thing about the Purge election year, this third one, is that Frank Grillo's back. So we got a new Punisher movie, baby. Nah, this looks like a really good trailer. I can't wait to see the third Purge here. We have the new Red Band trailer for the Brothers Grimsby, which I'm a little scared about this film. It looks really funny, but at the same time, I'm like, is it going to play out pretty stupid in a full, when you watch it broken down that hour and a half, it could be, I don't know. So, it's going to be interesting to see how this movie really pans out in the full run. I do have faith in Sacha Baron Cohen, though, so I will give him that faith right now. Let's see here. We have the first trailer for A Bigger Splash, starring Dakota Johnson and Ralph Fiennes. Courtney Cox's new sitcom over at Fox is called Charity Case. We have an article up with all the Easter eggs that you see for the Flash's trip to Earth 2, kind of like how I talked about the Supergirl thing. You can see all the Easter eggs in there that were documented nicely for us. Star Wars Episode 8 has officially started filming, so that is going on now. There's going to be a Sonic the Hedgehog movie that'll be coming out in 2018. The Flash ratings jumped to a 14-month high with that Earth 2 episode, so that is pretty damn awesome, man. 14 months, highest rated. Speaking of Rosamund Pike, who we talked about earlier in the show, which I love me some Rosamund Pike. Even after Gone Girl, I still love this chick. Amazon orders 4 seasons of Thunderbirds Are Go with Rosamund Pike attached. So, I don't know much about Thunderbirds Are Go. I believe it's an international type show. It's going to be animated, and I think she's just doing a voice. But, 4 seasons of it, Amazon? Damn! Haley Atwell is going to lead a new ABC network pilot called Conviction. I love Haley Atwell, and she's great as Agent Carter, but Agent Carter is not doing very well in the ratings, to be honest, and it doesn't look like that's going to get picked up for another season, and I'm very happy that she's at least already tried out for something else, and has already picked up another pilot with this Conviction show, so hopefully she gets, a nice little backup here for when Agent Carter gets canceled at the end of this season. Daniel Radcliffe is going to star in a new Amazon set thriller called Jungle. Ryan Felipe, he did a TV version of the movie Shooter. The TV show will be called Shooter also, and the USA Network has officially picked it up to series, so you will see the Shooter television show coming to the USA Network, where Ryan Felipe plays Mark Wahlberg's character from the movie. Kate Winslet is in talks to join Will Smith in that Collateral Beauty movie. Samuel L. Jackson is in negotiations to join Stephen King's film Revival. Lee Majors and Ted Raimi have joined Ash vs. the Evil Dead Season 2. We have the first trailer for Hardcore Henry. This trailer looks insane, man. This whole movie is in first person, which makes it really, really unique. But watching it in a 2-minute trailer and being excited for it makes it really hard for... I'm thinking to myself, can I deal with this for an hour and a half? Can I deal with it for a whole movie? That's going to get pretty rough. I mean, it's like how people, get shaken by, the movies that are done, firsthand and, with, the found footage style. People can't even handle that most of the time. So if they can handle that, how are we going to handle movies shot in first person for an hour and a half? That's way shakier than any kind of found footage. But check out the trailer for yourself. I think it looks pretty damn cool. It's like a video game came to life. Let's see. Idris Elba is in talks for the lead in the new film The Mountain Between Us. Gilmore Girls officially coming back to Netflix, and we got the articles up talking about all their plans are revealed and who's returning and who's not. Danny McBride is being eyed for a role in Alien Covenant. I was interested to see this. I love Danny McBride, so I'm really happy that he's getting a chance to do something like Alien Covenant, but it seems like a very odd pairing to me, putting him in this. So I'm just kind of like, okay, if you say so. But I love Danny McBride, so let's do it. We have everything wrong with Pitch Perfect 2 in 16 minutes or less. We got the new trailer for Whiskey Tango Foxtrot starring Tina Fey. We got the new second trailer for The Huntsman, Winter's War starring Chris Hemsworth. This trailer's awesome. I was not that much of a fan of Snow White and the Huntsman, but this new Huntsman film looks really badass, so I'm looking forward to it. We have the trailer to Criminal, starring Ryan Reynolds, and it has Gal Gadot, and it's got the Postman himself, Kevin Costner. And it doesn't look like Ryan Reynolds is in the film very much. He gets a little bit of a billing in it, but I think he's in the beginning, then you don't see him again. It's definitely Kevin Costner's film. We have the official final trailer for Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice. This trailer came out of nowhere. I didn't even think we were going to get another trailer, and it is phenomenal. Go to amiontheair.com, click on the trailers tab, and watch this thing. It is that good. I watch it every couple days, over and over and over again. It is such a good trailer. It really shows you how badass Batman is. It really shows you how awesome all the action's going to be. And it's got a great shot right at the end of the trailer of Superman throwing a punch at Batman and Batman actually blocking it while he's in that armored suit. And Superman looking at the block punch like, what the fuck? So, just a great trailer. I feel like the trailer is a big FU to all the people that complained about the last trailer. So it shows us too much and blah, 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 blah. This trailer just kind of goes back to basics and really shuts everybody's mouth because it's just a phenomenal trailer. And we're literally just about a month away from Batman v Superman finally. So I'm so excited and over the moon for this. Getting an X-Force movie made is the next priority for Ryan Reynolds. And it looks like it's coming, man. I mean, they're doing pretty good so far. Deadpool's killing it at the box office. They're gonna do a Deadpool 2 next. But then Ryan Reynolds says that they really hope to shift the studio's direction and everything into X-Force after they do the second Deadpool movie. So I hope so. I would love to see Deadpool in an X-Force film. We have the first teaser trailer for Season 4 for House of Cards. Nassim Pedrad is going to play a teenage boy in Fox's new pilot, Chad, an American Boy. Don't know much else about this. Nassim is pretty damn hot, and I'll probably check out to see what the hell she's doing in this, but it's a very weird pilot premise, so check it out, I guess. We have the trailer for Equals starring Kristen Stewart and Nicholas Hoult. Outlander Season 2 will premiere on April 9th over on the Starz channel. We have the trailer for Flaked, which is a new television show starring Will Arnett that'll be on Netflix. We have the trailer for Dice, which is from Andrew Dice Clay's new upcoming TV show. We have the trailer for Mr. Right, starring Sam Rockwell and Anna Kendrick, which looks pretty funny. So I'll be down to see Mr. Right. We have the trailer for The Darkness, which is a new horror film starring Kevin Bacon. Disney XD has announced a new Lego Star Wars series called The Freemaker Adventures, which Sounds really interesting. I don't know much else about it, but more Star Wars stuff, right? It's cool. Ubisoft confirms that there will be no new Assassin's Creed game coming in 2016. You can see a teaser trailer for Silicon Valley over on HBO Season 3, which returns on HBO on April 24th. Netflix has officially renewed Master of None for a second season. I'm excited about this. I loved Master of None. I thought it was a great Netflix show starring Aziz Ansari. It was really, really awesome, and I thought it was super hilarious. And I was, when I got done binging that thing in one weekend, I was like, man, I hope Netflix picks this thing back up. So I'm very happy to see that they did. Destiny 2 is coming out in 2017, and I will not buy it, so kiss my ass on that one. CW sets premiere dates for Containment and Beauty and the Beast. AMC has ordered a late-night talk show called Geeking Out, it's coming from Kevin Smith and Greg Grunberg, so pretty cool pairing there. We have the first full official synopsis for XXX, The Return of Xander Cage. If you're interested, you want to check that out. We have the Red Band trailer for The Boss, starring Melissa McCarthy, which I thought this movie kind of looks like but watching the Red Band trailer got me a little bit more stoked for it. I like the tone of it with the Red Band trailer. We also have the trailer for Mother's Day, starring Jennifer Aniston and Kate Hudson and a whole bunch of other people. Paramount Pictures set some annual release dates for some Transformers films, starting with Transformers 5. Now, when this was originally announced, they had posted, and I want to set the record straight for a lot of people, that when the articles first came out, it said, it's going to be an annual thing for Transformers 5, 6, and 7. They'll be released a year apart from each other. Well, we found out, we already know that Transformers 5 is going to be released on June 23rd, 2017. Next year, it's going to open against Wonder Woman, directed by Michael Bay once again. Mark Wahlberg's coming back. Then they had said Transformers 6 will be dropping the following year on June 8th, 2018. Well, we found out that it won't be Transformers 6. It's actually going to be a Bumblebee spin-off movie. So still set in the Transformers universe, but it'll be Bumblebee based. That's what's coming out in 2018. Then another Transformers film will be landing the following year on June 28th, 2019, which that one is likely to be Transformers 6 at this point. So they kind of give themselves a little bit of a break in there. They did have that big writer's room. It looks like we are going to get other directors and writers to work on the projects once number 5 is done. So 3 more Transformers films starting in 2017 annually. 2017, 2018, 2019. Containment will replace iZombie on Tuesdays beginning in April. We have the first trailer for Roots starring Lawrence Fishburne. Emily Blunt has been cast in Hasbro's My Little Pony movie. She'll be doing a voice there for that. Margot Robbie is going to star in a new thriller called Terminal. Donnie Yen has joined XXX, The Return of Xander Cage. So I know Peeps is super excited about that. Donnie Yen is a great addition to the new XXX film. We also have the trailer for Roadies, which is a new television show by Cameron Crowe that's coming to Showtime this summer. We have the first teaser trailer for Veep Season 5. We have the first trailer for The Night Manager, which is a new show starring Tom Hiddleston and Hugh Laurie. We have the first trailer for Disney Channel's Adventures in Babysitting. Fox has ordered a new Lethal Weapon TV show, because why not? We've already been talking about multiple movies that are being turned into TV shows, and Fox will be taking Lethal Weapon, and they've hired Damon Wayans to be playing Murtaugh. So he'll be playing... I'm getting too old for this shit. So, I love it, man. I love Damon Wayans, so I'd love to see him in this role here. It looks like Joe Carnahan is officially signed on for Bad Boys 3, and it looks like we pretty much have it locked in that Will Smith and Martin Lawrence will be returning as well for Bad Boys 3. The Sci-Fi Channel has greenlit a new science fiction pilot called Prototype. 50 Shades Darker has cast Eric Johnson as Christian Grey's rival. Um, bear with me, I'm skipping through. Hannibal Buress has joined the Baywatch movie starring The Rock and Zac Efron. He's a good addition, man. Hannibal's a pretty funny dude, so I like his addition because we know we're going full on funny with this Baywatch movie. Days of Our Lives, the long-running soap opera show, has just been renewed for season 51. Oh my god. Didn't realize the show was on, like, longer than people's lives. Season 51, man. My mom watches this show. I need to tell her, like, do you realize this show's been on for 51 years? Just crazy. Mark Paul Gosselaar, Mr. Zach Morris himself, has been set as the new male lead in Fox's new female baseball drama titled Pitch. So good for Mark Paul Gosselaar. I always try to support anything he does. I'm such a fan of Saved by the Bell and him as Zach, and I loved him on Franklin and Bash. And he did a new comedy show this past year called Truth Be Told, and I thought it was pretty funny. He got off to a little bit of a rocky start, but it got better, and but it got canceled unfortunately too. So I'm glad to see that he's already landed back on his feet. Speaking of Saved by the Bell, Hulu acquires Saved by the Bell, Battlestar Galactica, and 12 Monkeys that you can start watching there. Ashley Judd has joined David Lynch's Twin Peaks revival, which is now set to debut in 2017. Nicolas Cage is going to star in a new parental thriller called Mom and Dad. MTV announces the premiere dates for Awkward and Faking It. Jonah Hill is going to host the March 5th episode of SNL, so that'll be awesome. I'm super excited about that. Maya Rudolph and Martin Short are going to do a new variety series over on NBC. Last weekend's box office, man, was so big. We saw Deadpool make his debut, and it made $135 million in 3 days and $150 million in 4 days because it was technically a holiday weekend with President's Day, and it did so well, man. I mean, like I said, biggest R-rated, opening day, biggest R-rated weekend, biggest President's Day weekend, biggest February weekend ever. It's the biggest X-Men movie of all time. The movie was made on a $58 million budget also, by the way, and it made $135 plus like another $200 million internationally. So, I mean, just that first weekend alone, it had made over $400 million already. So, bravo. It just shows when you do a good comic book movie and you do it with the right people, with the right script and the right love for it and the right marketing for it, sky is the limit. Very, very cool. We also have the final trailer for Allegiant, which is the latest of the Divergent movies coming out in March. We have the full list of the 2016 BAFTA award winners. We have another trailer for 10 Cloverfield Lane that you can check out. We have the first official trailer for Season 2 of Daredevil. This thing looks awesome. It's very Punisher-centric. It's also part 1 of a 2-part of the trailer. Part 2 will debut, I believe, on the 25th of February, and it looks like that one will be more focused on Elektra. But this first one was very gritty, very dark, once again, dealing with the Punisher and how he'll interact with Daredevil. It looks just so good. Check out that Daredevil Season 2 trailer. It's just so awesome. We have the first trailer for Sing, which is a new animated film. Star Wars Episode 8 has officially cast Benicio del Toro and Laura Dern to the team, which is pretty awesome. We heard rumors for a long time that Benicio del Toro was going to be a part of it, so it's good to see that he's definitely official. Laura Dern, maybe Ray's mom, I don't know. Well, now we'll see. The Ghostbusters teaser poster has debuted, and they've officially announced that the first trailer for the new Ghostbusters reboot will come out on March 3rd. So keep an eye out for that. We'll, of course, post it when that happens. A TV series is also in the works for another movie. This time it's Salt, the action movie starring Angelina Jolie. I love this movie. I know a lot of people forgot about it, but Salt is a really good movie, good action movie that they were going to do a sequel on for a while, and then it kind of just went nowhere. But yeah, they're going to do a TV show based on it, so we'll see. We'll see what they end up doing with that. We have the new poster and trailer for Alice Through the Looking Glass. Todd McFarlane says the next Spawn movie is going to be more horror suspense than an actual superhero film. We have the new trailer for Midnight Special starring Michael Shannon and Kristen Dunst. We have the full list of all the Grammy Award winners, so definitely check that out if you're interested. We have the first trailer for Pee-wee's Big Adventure, or Pee-wee's Big Holiday, I should say, I'm sorry. A brand new Pee-wee Herman movie coming to Netflix in March. We have the first trailer for Bastille, which is a new action film starring Idris Elba. We have the first teaser poster for the new Predator film that Shane Black is going to be doing. So it looks pretty cool. I mean, nothing much more than the actual Predator's face, but pretty cool. We, of course, posted the latest episode of Mean Tweets from the Jimmy Kimmel Show, which I love Mean Tweets. It's so good, and this one was all music-based because of the Grammys. You can see the first trailer for Kindergarten Cop 2 starring Dolph Lundgren, and no, I am not joking about that. There's a big rumor going around that Samuel L. Jackson will be reprising his role as Nick Fury in Thor Ragnarok. So yeah, that's a very odd place to see him pop back up, but that's what it's looking like right now. One of the big things is after Deadpool came out and it did so well with that rated R opening, a lot of people were saying, will the studios now be more likely to do rated R films? Well, literally pretty much right after the box office for Deadpool, there's now a massive rumor going around saying that the next Wolverine film will actually be rated R. There was a big toy fair going around, and on the flyer for the Wolverine 3 toys, it said on there that the expected rating for the movie was going to be rated R. This is the last Wolverine film. They might want to be going out on top, and maybe that's why they're talking about a rated R. Obviously no Wolverine movie before or X-Men film has been rated R. But maybe they want to go out with a bang for the last Wolverine film and do something. I can see it being rated R because we could definitely use some berserker rage, and I know Hugh Jackman would be down for it because I've heard him talk about being kind of held back. What I did appreciate was the last Wolverine film had an unrated director's cut, which definitely showed more blood and it was a little bit more violent. Definitely gave you an idea of what a rated R version could be. So nothing official yet from the studio, but it looks like the studio has given its blessing to the makers of the film to say, hey, if you want to make this R, go for it. So we'll keep you posted, but it looks like there's a good chance the next Wolverine film, Hugh Jackman's last in the role, could be rated R. Quantico star Priyanka Chopra is going to play the villain in the Baywatch movie. Now, she's gorgeous, and I was excited to see her casted. I thought for sure she'd be one of the lifeguards, but it looks like she's going to be a villain, so we'll see, man. We'll do it. We got some new character posters for Now You See Me Too. Anthony Mackie says that Civil War is Marvel's best movie yet. He might be a little biased, but that's pretty cool. Ryan Reynolds may reteam with the Deadpool writers for their new sci-fi movie called Life. This movie is also going to star Rebecca Ferguson from Mission Impossible Rogue Nation. I don't see why not, man. I'm excited now to see what these writers could do. They did such a great job with Deadpool, and it is the same writers that did Zombieland, and I love Zombieland. So, I'm sure Ryan Reynolds would love to work with these guys again. That's why this is coming up. So, nothing official yet, but it looks like he is circling joining this film that is written by the Deadpool characters. Or Deadpool writers, sorry. Joe McHale is going to star in a new CBS millennial workplace comedy. Pilot, at least, that's what they're going to go for. Unforgettable is officially canceled this time around. Bad Robot, they got a new sci-fi movie called God Particle. It's now been set for a February 2017 release date. King Shark is headed back to Central City for a new episode of The Flash this week, so another great character that a lot of people thought had died. But nope, he's back. King Shark, baby. Adam McKay confirms that he will be returning to help write Ant-Man and the Wasp, so that is awesome because he's great. Like I said, Guardians of the Galaxy 2 is officially filming now, and Kurt Russell has officially been added to the cast. It looks like he will be playing Star-Lord's dad. This was rumored months ago, we talked about this, but it is official now. Kurt Russell is a part of the cast of Guardians of the Galaxy 2. We got some new character posters for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows. True Blood's Kelly Overton has been cast as the lead in Sci-Fi Channel's new Van Helsing show that they're doing with the female Van Helsing. I love this. Julianne Moore is in talks to possibly be the villain in Kingsman 2. I'm very excited about that. Kingsman was a great movie. I'm excited for a sequel, and Julianne Moore is awesome, and she'll be a great villain if they decide to do this. There's a live-action Astro Boy movie moving forward with New Line Cinema and the guys that wrote San Andreas. Another Universal Monster movie has been moved from March to April to avoid Ready Player One, which looks like Ready Player One is going to come out in March now. Damon Hansu has been cast as a regular in the second season of Wayward Pines, so that's cool. Lisa Bonet is going to have a multiple episode arc in the next season of Ray Donovan, one of the awesomest shows on television right now, by the way. We have the new Red Band trailer for Meet the Blacks. Let's see here. Ron Howard is in negotiations to possibly direct Robert Downey Jr. in the new Pinocchio adaptation. This is something that's been rumored for a long time, that Robert Downey Jr. wants to do this Pinocchio movie, but they've been having trouble locking down a director for it, so Ron Howard would be a good addition there, I think. The new Ring movie is being delayed until October, so for those of you that were excited about another Ring movie, you're going to have to wait longer. Catherine the Great biopic film targets Keira Knightley. Josh Hutcherson is going to star in a new Hulu comedy called Future Man, which is going to come from Seth Rogen and his writing partner Evan Goldberg. So I'm done. I'm connected right there based off just that. Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg are gold together, so I'd love to see a new Hulu comedy with them. Joe Manganiello is going to star in a new history military drama called Six. Henry Winkler is going to co-star in HBO's new Bill Hader comedy called Barry. Anna Diop has joined the 24 reboot. Octavia Spencer joins Taraji P. Henson in a new space drama called Hidden Figures. I have an article up talking about what's new coming to Amazon Prime in March. Julianne Hough will not be returning as a judge on Dancing with the Stars in its next season. Revenge Star will play Jack the Ripper in a new ABC time travel pilot. The Walking Dead's David Morrissey has joined The Missing for Season 2. You can watch the new trailer for Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, Sword of Destiny, that'll be coming out on Netflix. We have the new trailer for Orphan Black Season 4. I'm excited about this. I did not see this coming. The Rock has officially signed on and will be coming back for a San Andreas sequel. Yep, this time he's going to be fighting volcanoes. He's going to face the Ring of Fire in the San Andreas sequel. So, pretty cool there. No word yet when it's going to film or when it'll be released, because we just talked about it earlier on the same episode of how much he's got going on for the rest of the year. So I'm not sure where this fits in, but it looks like all the same people are coming back, and we're going to get that San Andreas sequel. So very cool. I love San Andreas, so I'm excited about this. Roger Corman is returning to produce Death Race 2050. Fans are petitioning petitioning SNL to have Deadpool appear. It doesn't look like Deadpool's going to appear, though. Ryan Reynolds did a very cool in-character mocking of Kanye West that he tweeted out that pretty much was him saying no, that he's not going to do it. But it's pretty damn funny. And I got a kick out of the fact that people wanted him to host SNL in character as Deadpool. I think they should have done it. That would have been pretty damn funny. But then again, obviously they can't be uncensored, so it'd be a little hard to do. We have the full trailer for the new show on Hulu called The Path. Mad Max Fury Road star Abby Lee is taking on the female lead in The Dark Tower. Despite the series premiere's low ratings and only being on one episode, HBO has already renewed Vinyl for a second season. I DVR'd it. I think it looks pretty cool. I have not watched it yet, though. But I'll hopefully have a review for you here on the next episode or so. Emily Blunt looks to be the new Mary Poppins for Disney Pictures. They're going to be doing a sequel to the original Mary Poppins, and it looks like they've locked in Emily Blunt, which I think is just perfect to be Mary Poppins, so I think they did a great job with that. Woody Allen's new 1930s rom-com has been acquired by Amazon. Jessica Chastain is in talks to lead Aaron Sorkin's new directorial debut called Molly's Game. John Wick 2, which is now officially titled John Wick Chapter 2, will be released on February 10th, 2017. So, I know that kind of bummed some people out. We expected the film to come out later this year. I know Friggins even had it on his top 10 most anticipated list for this year, and I had to call him out on that and say, man, you were wrong, because it comes out now in February of 2017. The Blade Runner sequel that we've been talking about for a long time, that's been given a release date also, and this one's even farther away. The Blade Runner sequel will be released on January 12th, 2018. But that does have Harrison Ford coming back along with Ryan Gosling. Matt Damon's new movie, The Great Wall, which was supposed to come out later this year, has been pushed back to 2017. We have the first little teaser trailer for Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt Season 2. Brad Pitt teams with Lincoln writer to adapt the mental illness memoir called He Wanted the Moon. The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, and Kevin Hart are going to host the 2016 MTV Movie Awards. So I really like this. They're going to be great co-hosts together. And this is also a great team-up and promotion for their new film, Central Intelligence, which comes out this summer. So I think it's a very smart move. And I can't wait to see these two as hosts together. It's going to be awesome. We have the first look at the Empire Magazine's Captain America Civil War cover, which looks awesome because it's basically a recreation of the Civil War comic book. So that's pretty awesome right there. We have the first poster for Pete's Dragon as well, which we also did premiere that trailer earlier tonight. So you can check out the trailer for Pete's Dragon on our Twitter and Facebook page. It just dropped earlier today. We have Everything Wrong with Sherlock Holmes in 13 minutes or less, and Everything Wrong with Mission Impossible Rogue Nation. We have the new trailer for 999, which that movie comes out Friday. The new trailer for Colonia, starring Emma Watson. The trailer for Born to Be Blue, starring Ethan Hawke. The trailer for I Am Wrath, starring John Travolta. We have the Game of Thrones Season 6 teaser. Jennifer Aniston, Jason Bateman, TJ Miller, and Kate McKinnon are all going to star in a new movie called Office Christmas Party. It's a great cast, so I'm sold on that one alone based off the cast. We have the first teaser trailer for Season 5 of House of Lies, which I can't wait to come out. I love House of Lies. Joseph Gordon-Levitt's Edward Snowden movie has been delayed once again, so it just keeps getting pushed back, man. It was supposed to come out in 2015, got pushed back to 2016, now they're pushing back again. Amy Adams is going to star in the TV adaptation of author Gillian Flynn's Sharp Objects book. So, great addition to this. Gillian Flynn, a great writer. She did Gone Girl. And be cool to see what they end up doing here with this TV show. Tony Danza is set to return to a new sitcom in Greg Garcia comedy called Sebastian. Chicago Law is a new show coming out next season, and it will be featuring Philip Winchester from Strike Back and from The Player earlier this year. Emily Ratajkowski has boarded the new thriller In Darkness. Emma Watson says she's going to be taking a year off from acting. The film adaptation of Stephen King's It could begin shooting later this year. There was a really cool Twitter back and forth between Chris Evans, Ryan Reynolds, and Robert Downey Jr., where Chris Evans tweeted like, "Oh my God, Deadpool's so awesome, loved it," and then Ryan Reynolds wrote him back and said #Team Cap, and then Robert Downey Jr. wrote him and said, "Oh, you say that now, but come calling me when Rogers gets on your ass about your language." And then Ryan Reynolds wrote back again and said something about like, I don't play well with others, #Team Hello Kitty. It was just a really cool back and forth between them. We posted up all the little Twitters on our Twitter page just so you can see the article of the full breakdown, but it was pretty damn hilarious. 50 Shades Freed has found its Luke Sawyer. They've cast Brant Daltrey as Luke Sawyer for that, whoever that is. Deadpool Blu-ray and DVD pre-orders have started. We posted a link for that. Deadpool has already made $492 million at the worldwide box office. That is crazy. And like I said, the brand new official trailer for Pete's Dragon has dropped, and you can check that out. Very, very cool. That's all the news. We did it. We did it in an hour and a half. I am so proud that we were able to get that done in pretty much about 10 minutes longer than I did last week's show. So, 3 weeks worth of news done in a very nice 90 minutes. Let's get over to our box office and our release dates, and we'll wrap this baby up. On DVD and Blu-ray this week, on Tuesday, will be Spotlight, Krampus, Victor Frankenstein, Secret in Their Eyes, and The Danish Girl. In theaters this Friday is going to be Gods of Egypt, 999, and Eddie the Eagle. We'll definitely be checking out Gods of Egypt, so I'll have a review on that in our next show. I hope to see 999 as well, so looking forward to both of those. Here's your weekend box office. Coming in number 10, it's Hail Caesar with $2.6 million. Number 9 is The Revenant with $3.8 million. Number 8, Star Wars The Force Awakens with $3.8 million. Number 7 is Zoolander 2 with $5.5 million. Number 6 is Race with $7.3 million. Number 5 is How to Be Single with $8.2 million. Number 4 is The Witch with $8.7 million. Number 3 is Risen with $11.8 million. Number 2 is Kung Fu Panda 3 with $12.5 million. And number 1, once again for the second week in a row, it's Deadpool with $55 million. So that is your box office report right there. And that will do it, my friends, for this latest edition of Am I on the Air? It's funny because my last episode was called The Return, and this episode should have definitely been called The Return. So once again, I appreciate your patience. It's been a very trying couple weeks with technology and with the fails, and it's really tough, man, when, like I said, when you put your heart and soul and effort into something and you stay up late and you cause yourself to lose sleep and, you try to get something done and it fails and you got to redo it all over again. It's a pain in the ass, but we did it and it's up, and I hope you all enjoy it, and definitely tweet at me, let me know what you think. I hope you enjoy this episode. I hope it's taught you something, and so once again, our official webpage is amiontheair.com, so bookmark that, where you can also watch trailers and you can look at the movie reviews and look at box office reports. It's all right there, amiontheair.com. And, of course, listen to the shows. You can like us on Facebook at facebook.com/amiontheair. You can follow us on Twitter at amiontheair. You can follow me on Twitter at dxdonmega. Of course, we're on Instagram. We're on Periscope. You can listen to us on iTunes. You can listen to us on Stitcher, on TuneIn, on Spreaker. We're all over the place, so definitely check that out. And of course, mainly on reddragonsradio.com. It's where I want you to go so you can support everybody in all their podcast efforts. You can listen to my other show, Welcome to Banshee. You can listen to my other show, Red Dragons Assemble. You can listen to my other show, Am I Still on the Air? And you can listen to all my boys' shows like This Week with the Geek, The People's Forum, Indie Sports Car Racing, Pro Wrestling Nation. I mean, there's a whole bunch over there. King Falls AM. Lots of stuff to check out on reddragonsradio.com. Follow on Twitter at reddragonsradio so you always know what's going down with the latest and greatest in podcasting. And, that'll do it. I'm going to go to bed, and hope you all enjoy. Share it with your friends and family. Tell everybody about it, and show your love for your boy and for Am I on the Air. So till next time, everybody, peace. Peace out. Red Dragons. Yeah.